What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to the ones that came back. Welcome to you newbies. What's up? All right. Y'all know this is Walk with T 320. T as in Tamara. That's where that comes from. Um, we do our disclaimer. I got kids. May or may not hear them. May or may not see them. And I cuss. Okay? You don't like cussing. Same for you, okay? But it's my channel. It's my message is mine. It's how I feel. So, there are plenty of people on here that you can get the message from. The message doesn't change because of the messenger, okay? So, I got a couple of energies I know I'm feeling. But we're just going to go. We're going to hop into cards, see what's going on. Because, boy, I'm going to tell you, I got some stories for y'all. But, we'll cross those bridges when we get there. I don't even really know which direction we're going to go yet. Because I'm really feeling like doing... You know what? Let's go here. We got it. Alright. So, I hope y'all having a good day. I hope you're feeling great. Hope you ain't had to cuss nobody out, and if you did, I hope you had to do it with the swiftness. Get it in, get it out, jab, jab, bob and weave, get up out there. Okay? Listen, we know when to hold them and when to fold them these days. At least we're learning to. Okay? Do not fight every battle that comes your way. You will be exhausted. Okay? So... let's just see. Let's see what's going on. See what's in our energy. See what we need to know. What we need to clarify. If there's anything, any insight, help you make 2 and 2 make 4. And y'all gotta learn how to take the meat, leave the bones. If a certain part applies to you and another part doesn't, that doesn't mean the whole reading isn't for you. You gotta remember, don't be so selfish, y'all. There's other people on here besides you, okay? That part might be for you. That part might be for them. That's what resonate means. All right, we got silence at the bottom. Silence and awareness. So somebody may have realized their own value and their own importance. Yeah, we got a divine masculine. Value their own selves, and because of that, you may not be talking to some people. You might have had to cut some people off. Yep, look at their influences. People who are not elevating, people who are, people who are still doing the same thing in 2025 that they was doing in 2015, 2005, those type of people where you can look at your watch and time what in the hell they doing on a Saturday, okay? Yes, so in order for us to, that could have been family, so family, friends, people you grew up with, people you call play cousins, Everybody can't go on this journey with you. Realize that the spiritual journey is, it's a solo journey, but we do have those that can come with us, that do, evolve with us. But we are not in the spirit of waiting on those people now, because all that does is have us in stagnant energy, and then have us frustrated. We're like, man, why am I so anxious, or why am I so angry right now? Because you are not where you're supposed to be. If you're not happy, you are not where you're supposed to be, okay? Alright? Point blank, period. Okay? Alright, so let's see. Let's see what the cards got going on today, y'all. See what's going on out here. In these good old, I said that already. Running. Ghosted. Disappearing. Invisible. Yeah. A lot of us are low, quote unquote, running, to safer ground. We're running to higher ground. We're running to our safe havens, our bunkers. We are retreating, and so we can build firm foundations. All right. You running, and that has somebody longing, craving, aching, wanting. So most likely it's somebody that you pull, when you pull your energy back from people, they don't appreciate you until you're gone, right? Like, I was there. You wasn't even paying me no attention. You was entertaining other people. You was finding other things to do besides, chill with me or whatever. You was more preoccupied with other things. Now that I'm gone and you don't feel my presence and you don't feel my energy, now you're longing for me. You're craving, aching, and wanting. This is most likely somebody that was running from their own feelings, running from their own emotions. And now that you done pulled your energy all the way back and now you're focusing on yourself and other things, now they're wanting and craving you, Excuse me, y'all. My water with lemon, okay? So, okay, got running. They probably did ghost you, disappear, went and go entertain somebody else. And now they longing for you. Why? Because you put distance in between you. Okay? There's separation, space, blockage. They can't get to you. Either you physically have this person blocked. You probably could have moved cities, and now what I tell you they're doing, thinking and missing you. Craving. They go craving again. Craving is underneath there. So somebody wants to. This is somebody that wants to do you. Okay, somebody that wants to do you. So that's what I'm getting with craving. This is definitely giving off the energy of somebody that you have had an intimate relationship with. Because you don't crave and ache for somebody, physically if you haven't already had the taste of it. I mean, you can, fantasize about somebody, but you're not craving anything. You're not wanting anything, This is somebody you've already shared a bed with. Now they feel like it's a lot of space between you. They can realize that something has definitely changed. A dynamic has definitely changed. Go to TT. Okay. Yes, because they were conflicted, or had you conflicted on what this hot and cold energy they had. See there's multiple choices on that. And there they go, and they juggling you between other people, juggling you with their job. You know what I'm saying? They go, that was conflicted, and there goes conflict. Clashing differences. Realize, okay, you know what? We're not even really compatible. The only time that we're not fighting is when we're sleeping together. That type of energy. All right, any other time we are fighting and carrying on. So you definitely put some distance in between you and somebody who was pulling on you. And now, you're thinking about all the possibilities, free spirited. You're feeling this is a weight lifted off of your shoulders. You don't feel like there's so many burdens to carry. You're not pouring into somebody that wasn't probably never poured into you as much as they should have. And, now you're withdrawn. We're in hermit mode. A lot of us are in hermit mode. Chilling, doing our own thing, taking accountability for our actions. We're not trying our best not to be bitter. Even if you get a little upset about a certain thing or a certain way, you don't dwell on it and you don't, sit in that energy. You're like, dang, that was messed up. You know why? Because I really thought that you were my person. I really thought that we was going to go the distance. I really thought that you loved me like I love you, but apparently I was wrong. So, let me go ahead and, figure out what went wrong and why was I even entertaining that thought? Why was I even doing this with you? And so I don't repeat this cycle and have to learn this lesson again, because before you go and you graduate your test, they're going to God going to come through and throw you another exam real quick, a pop quiz, okay? Hey, did you pick up on that lesson I sent you last time? Let me throw this in the mix, right before. Okay, all right, you got the message. Then okay, I just saw thinking and conflict together. So somebody thinking about you is causing conflict somewhere else. Okay, and that could be with they could have chose somebody over you. So where they're at is causing issues because they're thinking about you, because they're clinging and holding on to your energy. Okay, or it could be, they're getting into it with people at work, getting into it with people at school, getting into it with people around them, family members. Nobody know what's going on. They could be, because you got silence, no words, stonewall. They're meeting, they're not getting anywhere with you, as they shouldn't, because when they back then, no, didn't want me. Now you're hot, they all on you. Okay, let's see what's going on with the possibilities, free spirit, adventure. You're taking a chance, taking a risk out on yourself. What's going on? Yeah, actually, this came out in the reverse with subtract, because you realize that you're not stuck, you're not tied down, you're not held captive. You're free spirited. You realize that everybody has free will, and you was in your head at one point in time thinking, "Oh, I just cannot leave this person. I don't know why. I just can't stay away. I feel so, well, I need to stick it out for the sake of the kids, or But whatever it was, I'm telling you, this came out in the reverse. You're no longer trapped. I'm going to put it upright for the sake of the board. But it came out reverse. You are not trapped. You have realized the possibilities that are out there, like. You stop having Stockholm syndrome, you know what I'm saying? And you was in love with your captor. And you went ahead and you cut them ties, right? Now we got, new direction. You want to start over. Your past person may want to start again or try again. What? You done?
Yeah.
You ate your food? Good job. You ate some noodles?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, thank you. Close the door. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Tyrus. Yes, you realize that you can take an adventure. You can take a step out. Take a leap of faith and get on through. You know what I mean? So let's see what's conflicted. Somebody had decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices, and they may have already confessed this to you. Or spirit will put you in a position where you will be placed exactly where you need to be, and you'll find out things on your own. You realize that you had cloudy judgment. Somebody was feeding you illusions. Things were unbalanced. You were giving more than you were getting. You know what I'm saying? And you either got a message that somebody was had multiple choices, but something was unveiled. Something was shown to you, just so you can go ahead and realize, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in this unbalanced, unfair situation because at this point I'm choosing to. This person has shown you who they are, what they're capable of, what they're going to do, as far as they're going to go, and you're still there. It's at this point, why am I still here? You realize it's time to put some separation and some distance in between y'all, And for those of y'all that didn't get it, on your own, God came through and threw that block in there and, stop that foolishness because you couldn't do it on your own. Yes, so now you got distance, separation, space, so that you can have intimacy with yourself. Okay? This is someone who fell back in love with themselves because this person was pretending so much that they didn't care about you. Probably had you thinking, damn, well, am I even worth loving? Or, whoa, what's wrong with me that this person can't get it together and things like that. So, but it was all, they were running from their own feelings and emotions because they were pretending. Look at there. They were wearing a mask, bluffing and hiding a mask. And really, they was infatuated with you. They the ones that had the obsession with you. But what they had to do was make you seem like they probably was telling people you were the one that had the obsession with them. I be trying to get away. I be trying to break up, but they won't stop calling me. They won't stop texting me. And people will sit right there and believe stuff like that without doing no dirt digging, no fact checking, nothing. You just go straight take this person down, and this be a known liar. They will take that person's word for it, that, oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you are just irresistible. Nobody can, everybody wants you, you know what I'm saying? Now, that same energy that they wanted you to be in when they ghosted you, wanted you to be sitting around waiting for them to come back with open arms, with no questions asked and stuff like that. Now that same energy that they were projecting onto you, guess who's sitting in it? It had to return to sender, y'all. Now look at that. Look at the bottom of the deck. Now they thinking of the memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Because now they craving, aching, and wanting you. Let's see. What's long again? Yeah, they want you, and what? We already saw this a couple of times, didn't we? This could be a twin flame dynamic. God bless your heart if it is. So, you know, you got silence. You're no longer speaking. You have nothing left. There's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to say. You have said everything you needed to say. You have done everything you needed to do. You have came up with every scenario. You done backtracked. You done compromised. You done sacrificed. You done bent over backwards. You done overgave. You done overshared. You done overloved. You done did all of that good stuff. Guess what? The only thing left to do now is shut the fuck up. And that's exactly what we're doing. No, we ain't got no words. You know what I'm saying? Now they feel like, you know, you're mirroring them. Ghosting, disappearing, invisible. What's this running? Oh, shoot. Okay. This could be, if for my divine feminines out there, you have your divine masculine coming in. You're running towards that. Or we have a divine masculine that is ghosting, disappearing, and going in the hermit, excuse me, y'all, hermit, so that they can evolve and transform into, you know, the divine and emperor that they're supposed to be. But, you know, at this point, you're in your manifestation energy. You're calling things that, you know, aligning to things that are for you. And you don't have the time to wait around. And, I mean, you're still hoping for this person, you know, hoping them, wishing them the best. You're not wishing no ill will towards them. But at the end of the day, look at here. Look at divine feminine clarity. At the end of the day, divine feminine don't got no time to be sitting here waiting for you to catch up. Okay? We're going to go when spirit tells us it was way too much pain. Way too much pain involved, okay? This could have been a past life situation. I saw that sticking out just now. You know what I'm saying? So, divine feminine has realized way too much pain. You know what I'm saying? Might be cautious at this time. You know, still might be out ready to take a step out into the dating game again, but you're being very cautious about it. You know, because you were very exhausted and depleted from that last situation. You needed to take a rest and retreat and, you know, refresh and replenish yourself. Okay? Start pouring more into yourself so that you don't go out here and look at there, releasing past life. This could have definitely been somebody that followed you through many timelines, through many lifetimes, is what I meant to say. Through many lifetimes, and came in to cause you stress and turmoil. This could have been somebody that you've been fighting with, and in this particular timeline, in this particular life cycle, y'all went ahead and closed this out for good. So now you are elevating to your divine, into your divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So congratulations for the elevation, y'all. Virtual high five. All right. Virtual high five. So let's see. Then we got, let's see, what's the overall? Let's get an overall for this. Let me get an overall. Oh, shoot. I was going to say 2. There we go. Man, listen. When you're right, right? All right. We got something from past life. Deja vu. Repeated pattern. Karmic lessons. And what's this one? Look at it. Realizations. Epiphanies. Understandings, awakenings. Somebody has finally learned the karmic lesson that they have been, because you followed your intuition, okay, and paid attention to what spirit was trying to tell you, and you finally learned this karmic lesson that has been following you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, where you just feel like, damn, every person, every man or every woman that I meet, they just come in and use me, they abuse me, they do me wrong, they leave, they do this, they do that. They only came in so that they could, you know, force you to have your own awakening, come to your own realization that you were causing this on yourself. Because once you realize that we manifest all the time, and if you keep manifesting in people that's using you, manifesting people that's going to come in and walk out, you know, manifesting people that abuse you, you're actually the one that manifested them people to come in there. We manifest all the time, whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously. Everything that we say, do, and think is a manifestation, and it's going to manifest into the 3D. So somebody came to the realization, I'm the problem. Okay? I'm the problem. I need to figure out what in the hell is going on with me, on why this keeps happening. And you paid attention to your intuition, and you realize that, you know, this person that was ghosting you and running from you, and you know that had you in your head think with these multiple choices, thinking that you know weren't enough. You know, that was a projection from them. They weren't enough. And you realize, hey, if this person doesn't think that they're enough, they'll never they'll never know my worth, and they'll never know that I'm enough, because they don't even love themselves. How can somebody really truly and dearly love you if they don't even love themselves? Think about that. When these people got insecurities and they project their insecurities onto you, that ain't nothing but they don't love themselves. This person thought that they weren't enough, and it showed in the relationship. You had you thinking, you know, that you weren't enough, but at the end of the day, it was really them. It was really them who knew they weren't enough, and they projected that foolishness onto you. I usually do it the other way, but I'm curious to see what this deck will say for these ones. So yeah, you came to the realization that, you know, I'm repeating this cycle. I'm in this right now, and I can end this right now. Okay, I'm in this right now. I can end this right now. Okay, and you realize that you weren't stuck. You weren't, you know, trapped. You weren't held captive. You just fell in love with your captor, and you had Stockholm syndrome. Okay. And once you realize that you could take that blindfold off and walk on straight out the door, you did. Trapped. Now that person trapped off in that energy that they tried to have you in. Now they're craving, aching, wanting you, missing you, thinking about you. But you're not playing a game with love. You're not playing with somebody's feelings. You're not playing with somebody's emotions. You are genuinely out the door, loving you, doing new things, on to bigger and better, right? That's what's going on. But this person, see, look at the not enough card. This person was projecting all over the situation and ultimately, they sabotaged the whole relationship. They sabotaged themselves. Okay, so let's see. What we got? What's running? Ghosting, disappearing, invisible. What we got? We got poker face. You know, they were taking a chance, risking option, not showing their hand, gambling. So this was a person that was running from their emotions. You know, this is somebody emotionally immature that, you know, they probably was hurt before in the past and never healed from it. And the minute that, you know, or they came in with ulterior motives. They didn't come in to love you. They came in to play with you some kind of how, use you some kind of how. And guess what happened when they got over there? And they realized how lit it was. They fell in love with you. Now they gotta disappear and ghost you so that they can keep the upper hand, you know, risk your feelings and your love and your time and your affections and your attention, because they want to sabotage it, because they're like in this mentality, I'm gonna get you before you get me. I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me. You know, that saying, hurt people, that's the type of foolishness this person was on. You know? Alright, so let's see. What's the I was about to say what's the message for this divine masculine, this yang energy. It says unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. This could be the divine for the divine masculine. They are now loving up on themselves so that their insecurities don't project onto their feminine. Or this could be for my feminines who got a divine masculine coming in. Hey, like I said, that's a part of taking what resonates. If it's a divine masculine out here and you're the divine masculine, you're loving up on yourself. If you are a divine feminine waiting on a divine masculine, here it comes. Unconditional love. That equal give and take, okay? That's a part of what take what resonate. See, what's this divine masculine? What we need to know about this yang, this masculine energy. Whoa. Yeah, look at there. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices. Self-love and self-care. Being happier, loving life. Either which way, if it's a divine masculine, they're making healthy choices to love upon themselves so that they won't go in and project their insecurities on someone else. If this is a divine feminine for her divine masculine, you're making healthier choices on how you decide in a mate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not doing that stupid adage. What is it? To get over one, you get under another one. That is some of the most ignorant and, you know, dangerous forms of advice somebody can give somebody, because all you're gonna do is take your trauma to the next situation. Okay. So let's see what we need to know about longing, craving, aching, wantings. Now somebody, wants you. Now that you done put distance in between there, look at there, the runner came back out. So the runner, it was running, and here goes the runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. This is somebody, like I said, they was running from their feelings, running from this is somebody who knew that if they really felt like if you realize how ain't shit they was, that you was just gonna up and just leave them one day, instead of them just being a better version of themselves, growing, evolving, healing, and coming with you on this journey. They was like, nah, I'm gonna get you before you get me, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just ghost you and go play with Samantha over here, or I'm gonna go play with Tiffany over here, I'm gonna go play with Steve over here, and I'll be back over there. I know you love me, I love you too, but I'm gonna go over here and do what I want to do, because I don't really want to grow up yet. I still got some playing I want to do. All right, good. Go ahead. Now it's silence. Let's see. Now you're silent. Got frozen. No words. Stonewall. Okay, because you want somebody who's interested in you. You want a teddy bear. You want somebody that really wants to date you, that wants to be there, that's not gonna run. Like what the hell is that? You want to be with me, but you run and you want me to chase you. I shouldn't have to chase something that won't be there. Like, that's crazy as hell. Like, what are we playing? Like, what are we doing? No, we want a blooming romance. We want somebody. We want to be courted. We want to be dated. We want to be, come on, man. How you running, but you want me to chase you? Like, that's crazy as hell. Like, you sound crazy. You want to have Stockholm syndrome. You running, but you want the captor to come and catch you and make you stay so you can be stuck, tied down, and trapped. Okay, that's crazy work. That's somebody who is emotionally unintelligent, emotionally immature, and somebody who may need psychiatric treatment. I mean, I'm not making fun of nobody or looking down on that. That is very important, but somebody couldn't need fucking psychiatric treatment. Shit. All right, so now that you done, got your distance, you got your separation, your block they just put up, look what you got coming in. Now you got a high level commitment coming in. Now that you have learned your own worth and you appraised yourself, now we're going on. You have completed that karmic lesson, completed that karmic cycle, went ahead and healed that heart, realized that you attract bees. What is it? Attracted with honey more than vinegar. Something like that. Y'all know what the hell I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm saying? And you realize you got to operate off the spirit of love. I mean, hell, if you want to be loved and receive unconditional love, you have to first operate in it, and you have to, vision it. You have to live it, and you have to be open to it and receptive to it in order to get the type of love that you're looking for. Can't be in that mentality, all men are the same, all women are the same, everybody just gonna hurt me, blah, 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 that, oh, woe is me, victimized mentality. You realize you can't live in that. So here we are, doing our healing work, healing heartbreak, healing toxic addictions, and now we're going to it. Look at there. Look what was in the reverse, y'all. Narcissist. The golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Now we are coming out of the one-way street of love, going into intimacy. Somebody, we're building intimacy. We're not just having relations, we're also building intimacy. It came out in the reverse. So you are coming out of that victim mindset from this narcissist. But for the sake of this table, it's coming up upright, okay? So you're coming out of that and going to a high level commitment. So congratulations, because you went in and you did the work to heal. You became the dragonfly. You got tired of somebody treating you like an option. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you're not a multiple choice quiz, A, B, C, or D. You better go on and see about your way and get up out my face. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that knows what they want. You don't want nobody who's conflicted, who got to put you in a category of should I be with this one or should I be with that one. We want somebody who already know that going to give us unconditional love and love us without us having to ask for it, giving us the bit. Don't even have to ask for it. This person knows what to do. Giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. Once again, somebody still could be dealing with a twin flame dynamic. So let's see what's going on with these confessions. Unveiling, coming clean, some messages coming through. Somebody want to tell you something, and then what they want to somebody want to tell you something. You like, not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Go on about your business. Them boundaries is set. Y'all are standing on business. Somebody want to come in and tell you something, and probably tell you how much. Oh, I realize how much I love you now, baby. And you're like, man, listen, I'm avoiding that. I ain't dealing with that. Listen, I'm gonna forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget all that BS you had me going through. You realize the possibilities, and you realize how free you really was, and you're gonna go on this adventure, and that time is up, sir or ma'am. Okay, I have evolved. I have went in my chrysalis. I am now the butterfly. Okay, I have evolved and grown. Okay, this cycle is over. Congratulations. That is confirmation that this past life karmic lesson, that been following you from lifetime to lifetime, you have finally broken that. There's a lot of generational curses being lifted and broken during this time. You realize that, that was just a trap. That was, what's this trap? Stuck, tied down, captive. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Dragonfly. You realize it was time to adapt. It was time to find out what we need to find out. Remember, we had the unveiling coming up. We found out what we needed to find out. Things coming to light and heal. You are no longer in that, oh, woe is me, victimized mentality. And that has somebody shocked, y'all. Somebody is shocked because you decided to use your intuition. You decided to use your intuition and did your healing work, which brought you your clarity and truth. And there we go again. There it is, y'all. Shocking and shocked. And this is the person who's thinking of you, who has memories. Okay? You left your past person with their mouth open. Okay? Good job. Good for you. Now you calling in a high level commitment. Calling in your soulmate, somebody you got a new contract with. You have broken this contract in the 5D, okay? In the spirit realm. You have broken this karmic lesson from this past life karmic, okay? This deja vu, feel like we done did this before. You did. You broke that contract, and now you got a high level commitment coming in. Somebody, y'all gonna mirror each other, okay? Because you are what? Ascending. All right. Y'all better come on through. Congratulations, y'all. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of, just a little bit of, what is this? I like this little deck. It pretty much just like a little oracle. Well, most of my decks are oracle decks. I don't really, I'm a do tarot, but I'm really more of a, I am the oracle from the Matrix, y'all. That's more of my feel, okay? That's more of my thing, all right? So I hope this, helps somebody realize, all that hurt and pain that you went through wasn't for nothing, and it didn't go unnoticed. It didn't go, spirit sees it all, sees everything, and you best believe you will be vindicated. In this situation, you will look back and be like, okay, I see why I had to go through that shit. Because if you don't appreciate and go through some shit, how y'all think y'all gonna teach somebody? How you think you're gonna heal somebody? How you think you're gonna appreciate somebody that is worth a damn, okay? And if y'all wondering what I'm taking out to put over here, these come with little spreads. I don't need them when I'm pulling for y'all to do this. Dang, I got some of them backwards, y'all. Let me flip those. And I'm gonna shuffle one more time, and then I'm gonna pull three. I'm gonna pull 3 of these. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, so we got 1. Oh, we got 2. Oh, we got 3. Okay, so let's see what we got at the bottom. Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. Didn't I say, listen, we have come to the realization that we are growing and healing and evolving, and we can't stay here. And you can't come with me. Okay? You can't, some people can't come with y'all. So, staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Okay? Alright, and the first card that came out was Have Faith, okay? I know it's scary, baby. I know it is. And I know it ain't easy. It's easier for me to say than do. But trust, I done been there. And there is healing and there is a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, okay? So it's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that, okay? Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Listen, things will work themselves out. You won't even have to lift a finger. Just have the faith and know that God got your back at all times, and ask him to order your steps, and you follow your intuition. We had that already out here. Follow your intuition, okay? And, you know, go with your gut instincts. Have that inner knowing, that inner knowledge, and you'll be fine. Ask God to order your steps in every which way possible. And then you're being asked and called to detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Didn't I say you just gotta have the faith that God got your back at all times? Like, it kills me that people be like, oh, I trust him, I believe in God, but then they will, the way they operate and the way they move shows that they're scary and they operate in the spirit of fear. Okay, I'm not saying you gotta be out here making crazy decisions, but at the end of the day, do you have faith or do you not have faith? Okay, so then the last card we got was pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Okay, straight up, talk to God. Sometimes, you know, and you'll know when he's trying to get your attention, okay? But I really do. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for checking me out. Come back, you know, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend about me, you know what I'm saying? You know, and if this, I hope this message helped. Hope it was, at least you're able to put 2 and 2 and make 4 instead of 5. Help you make a sound decision. But before y'all move on anything that I say, make sure that y'all talk to God, Allah, Buddha, wherever you pull your spirit source from. Thank your ancestors of love and light, your spirit team, your allies, your angels, all of that have your highest good. Thank everybody for, you know, for leading the way, and ask them to lead the way. Ask them for help. Ask for assistance when you need it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, until next time, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, so y'all can get all the notifications to know when, you know, I'm about to drop a video and things like that. And, you know, let's build our soul tribe. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. See y'all next time.